Thank you, everyone. You can be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jerry Lastine, and I have the honor of serving as the Director of the Nursing Program at Gateway Community College. On behalf of the nursing faculty, staff, and administration, welcome to the pinning ceremony for the Spring 2024 graduates. Today is a day of celebration, a tribute to our graduates and their many accomplishments. This ceremony is more than just a tradition. It symbolizes the culmination of years of effort, sacrifice, and countless hours of studying and unwavering dedication. Graduates, would you agree that today is also important to acknowledge the support and the sacrifices of your friends and family who supported you? So let's give them a round of applause as well. Without your support, nursing school would be difficult, if not impossible. So we thank you for supporting these fine graduates through their nursing school journey. The graduates here today have completed coursework requirements for either the Certificate of Completion in Fast Track Practical Nursing or the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. We are also honored to have graduates who are veterans, bilingual nurse fellowship students, concurrent enrollment or CEP program students, and honor students, all of which are designated in today's program. We congratulate each of you on each of these individual stellars on their accomplishments and as they move on to their next journey and enter the profession of nursing. At today's pinning ceremony, it is an honor for the faculty to welcome new nurses into the profession that we all love, the profession of nursing. Today, as you are pinned, we honor not only your academic accomplishments, but also your commitment to the profession. It is a celebration of new beginnings and a transition from the role of a student nurse to that of a professional nurse. You have endured many sleepless nights. You've conquered many days of greatness and possibly some days of self-doubt. You broke through obstacles, you broke through barriers, and today you have achieved the goal. Whether you are a nurse at the bedside, a nurse in the community, the office, the boardroom, or the classroom, come back to Gateway for that. Always continuously advocate for your clients, quality health care, and the profession of nursing. Maintain the professional standards that I know the nursing program has demanded of you. As you walk across the stage today, be in the moment. Stop, take a deep breath, and be in the moment. Remember the lessons you have learned, the friendships you have forged, and the mentors who have guided you along the way. Lift your chin high. Stand tall, be proud, be confident, and respect the profound responsibility that comes with being a nurse. Allow compassion, integrity, dedication, and commitment to lifelong learning to guide you along your way. In all occasions, never lose sight of the impact you have on the lives of others and the community. Let me conclude with a heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you for your success. We are honored to gather here today to celebrate you and your achievements, your potential, and the bright professional future that lies ahead for you. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce the Gateway Administration and Nursing faculty who have joined us here today to celebrate you. Dr. Tom Neville, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Ed Vise, Vice President of Administrative Services. Dr. Laura Timmons, the Dean of Nursing and Healthcare, and Therese Brown, the Dean of Student Affairs. We would also like to thank the many faculty that are here to join you. I hope I marked them all down. It's almost everyone. We have Daniela Bryce, Sarah Kaboo, Hillary Daly, Courtney Darling, Renee Fox, Ashley Garneau, Megan Yonke, Tiffany Knutson, Julia Leaf, Sharon McKee, Manny Moneda, Lily Nolan, Linda Ornelas, Dana Pionk, Janet Sanchez, Jen Sheneman, Ashley Ventura, Jennifer Watson, Jody Margolis, and Lisa Warren. We would also like to thank our staff, particularly Erin Donnelly, who without her today would not happen. We also finally thank our CEP university partners from Ottawa University, NAU, and GCU. And finally, thanking Phoenix College for allowing us to hold our pinning here this afternoon. So without further ado, let's celebrate the people we are here to celebrate most, which is the students. We start with our guest speaker this afternoon, who is a member of our faculty and has been at Gateway for several years. She has great expertise in many areas and has primarily taught in the RN program. Her dedication to students is apparent. Her commitment to nursing as a profession has been nothing short of amazing. We are celebrating her retirement, and although we are sad that she is leaving us, we are happy to know she has many wonderful things planned for her retirement life. Please help me welcome Dr. Sharon McKee.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first day of the rest of your life for orientations and evaluations, my students. As you stated, my name is Dr. Sharon McKee. Usually I start my class out with history. So Erin asked me the other day, Sharon, do you have your speech ready? I'm like, no. I'm going to wing it. So it's better to come from my heart than from a piece of paper. I started my nursing career as a 16-year-old kid in Kansas City. In Kansas City, Kansas, back in the 70s, I'm not going to give my age away, students were evaluated. We were considered at-risk students. So we were evaluated for what they thought we would be perfect at doing. Well, when I took my test said that I would be a good hairstylist or a nurse. So I'm like, which one do I want to do? So I became a nurse. I was an LPN at the ripe old age of 17. I've not done anything but nursing my entire life. As an LPN, I continued with my career for 15 years. I married a man here in Arizona. He said, go be a nurse, go be an RN. So that's what I did. And ironically enough, this is the very stage that I received my penny as an RN here at Phoenix College. Yep. December 8th, 19-something. I'm still not going to tell you how old I am. So I did get my RN, and I must say it's been, I think in December I would be of nursing for 51 years. So I've been nursing for a long time. So my LPNs down here, you have a long way to go, as well as my RNs there. Do not give up. I worked with a physician, and this physician, he's really I won't say it because we have mixed company in here, but he was really not a guy that I particularly cared for, but he did give me one good advice. He said, make yourself marketable. When you get out into the workforce, make yourself wanted. When someone sees your name on an application, they should say, I want them. That's the person I want to take care of my patients. Because there's, out here in this world, it's not so easy being a nurse. You guys know that, right? Because it was easy, everybody be a nurse, and it's not that easy. So what I did is I have a poem here, because if I don't do the poem, I'm gonna start crying, because my fellow peers here gave me a retirement party, which was fantastic. Thank everyone for all the wonderful gifts. Yeah. Anyway, I got to keep going. This is a poem from Langston Hughes' poem. It's called Mother to Son, and I don't know if most of you have ever heard of this before, but it goes like this. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I've been a-climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't turn your back. Don't sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for I still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. And the reason why I read this poem is that life for nursing is not always that easy. We're gonna miss celebrations. You're gonna miss parties. You're going to have to work on holidays. My first year working as an RN, I worked the night shift. They put me on the night shift for Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. I was a new nurse in town, so things are going to be difficult for you all. But please, I think I tried to add up the years that I have been taking classes, courses. This is the beginning. I have attended some form of class or college program, totaling about 15 years of learning. Your lifelong learning. Don't give up. And as Ms. Lastine said, come back to Gateway. Come back as a faculty member, and you can spread your knowledge to other students. To retire, it was kind of difficult for me. I actually stayed. I was supposed to retire last year, but I stayed for a very important person that's in the audience, and I'm very proud that she's continuing on. But just remember, your life isn't over now that you've done with your program. Your life have to continue. Thank you, and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Sharon. I'd like to now introduce one of the graduates from the Fast Track Practical Nursing Program, Jacqueline Torres Bustamante.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Torres. 247 days ago, who's counting, right? I decided to apply for the Fast Track LPN program. Sorry, it takes very little to make me cry, so bear with me. However, that was not the beginning of my nursing career. I have been a CNA since I was 16 years old. I became a CNA in high school. Ironically, like someone before me said, this was the very stage where our high school graduation was as well. I've been a CNA ever since, and ever since I was working in that setting, I knew that I wanted to become a nurse. 12 years ago, I gave it a shot, and I failed my first LPN program. It was devastating, and I had no idea when I would come back. But like I said, 247 days ago, I decided to give it a shot. I was accepted. I passed my HESI. I was over the moon. I was so excited and so proud of myself. However, I didn't anticipate how difficult it was going to be. I thought, hey, I'll do the easy one, right? I'll become an LPN first and then go on and do the hard stuff. But I was wrong. Getting through the LPN program was extremely demanding. I've sacrificed so much, just like all my classmates, countless hours of studying, sleepless nights, waiting for test scores, by the computer, crying, telling everyone just yesterday, I think I failed. I'm not gonna make it, cancel graduation plans. But I did, and here I am with all my wonderful classmates. Like many of my classmates, my story is one of perseverance. At a very young age, I became an orphan at 13 and had to take care of my brothers and myself. But that experience helped me realize that I was meant to take care of others. I want to remind you all, though, to remember to take care of yourself first. Mental health is very important, but I knew back then that it was my calling in life was to take care of others. Today, we are going from student nurses to real nurses, and we're going to go out there not only to change our lives, but to change the lives of all those patients that we encounter. So congratulations to everyone. We did it!
Thank you for that. And now we'll just take a quick peek into what the students have been doing during their time away from home.
Gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, and everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. You know it's not the same. Answer the phone. Harry, you're no good alone. Why are you sitting at home on the floor? What kind of pills are you on? Ringing the bell, and nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't, built a home and watched it burn. I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, see things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better. Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you laid. No remorse, no regret. I forgive every word you say. Ooh, I didn't wanna leave you, baby. I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, yeah, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own head, yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, yeah, I can love me better than, yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better,
For a while there it was rough, but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. And I thank God every day for the girl he sent my way. But I know the things he gives me, he can take away. And I hold you every night, and that's a feeling I wanna get used to.
Now's the time we've been waiting for, so it's been way too quiet. We need to celebrate much louder, so we're going to bring the graduates up, and when they walk across, please be hoot, holler, scream, use your teaching voice.
Sarah. I'm going to be introducing our graduates. They were my first semester group. So proud of you all. Catherine Armenta. She would like to thank her family and to dedicate this to Cynthia. Kayla Barnhart. She would like to thank everyone who stood by her side and helped wipe all the tears of stress away. Chantel Santi Bookman. She would like to dedicate this to her husband and mom. Thank you for keeping me sane and motivated. We did it. Brooklyn Baptist. She says, thank you to my family and friends for helping and supporting me, especially to my son Miles for giving me the strength and motivation. Yasmin Melanche. I would like to thank friends, family, and my dog, Pippa. Alyssa Perry, thank you to my nursing girls, my family, my husband, and the Lord for the love and support the past 9 months. God is good. Janet Van Meter, I'd like to thank my husband, my family, and my friends. Glory be to God and Ave Maria. Jacqueline Torres, thank you to my babies, Mia and Daniel, and to their wonderful father for their support. Thank you to my brothers and sisters for being here. Yvette Trujillo, to my family, thank you for all your support and thank you for always being there for me. Gracie Fernandez, a big thank you to my family and friends who supported me through this journey. Abel Garcia, thank you to everyone who has supported me on this journey. This is Francine. My husband, family, and friends, thank you, God. Mom in heaven, I made it. I love you, my husband. God bless you. Lupita Vega, thank you, Diego, for all the support and encouragement you gave to me not to give up. To my kids, I love you. I did this for you. Olivia Whalen, special thanks and appreciation to my sister Julieta for supporting me all the way to the end of my journey, but more important to my son Tony and Adriana that suffer lack of time, quality time with Mom. I love you all. This is Ray Montoya. Thank you to my big sister Anna for helping me get my start in school, my instructors for their teaching, especially Jen Sheneman. More importantly, thank you Chelsea Moulton and her mother, Miss Felicity, for saving me and supporting me through school. I wouldn't have made it without you. Apropos, I would like to thank all of my instructors for their support and encouragement. I would also like to thank Steve. None of this would be possible without you. Jonas Sveta. I would like to thank God, my wife, son, and all instructors. Gete Ide. Thank you, Lord, for helping me. Thank you, my family, for encouraging me to go through, and success, we did it. Chelsea Moulton. I want to thank my family and friends that supported and encouraged me on this journey. It's been a long time in the making. Rejoice B. Daniels. First, I'm grateful to God Almighty for his sustaining grace throughout the PN program, and a big thank you to my husband, children, family, and friends for their love and support. Jessica Luna, thank you to my family, but especially my husband for always encouraging me to continue. Flaviana, thank you, Holy Spirit, for being my help and standby, and thank you to my family for the motivation. Yesenia Gutierrez. I want to thank God, my kids, family, and friends, and teachers for all their love and support. Jalea Wallace. Thank you to my mom, grandma, Brooklyn, and Jay Lee. I love you. Sierra Brown. I'd like to thank my dad, Alfred, and my sister, Lauren, for coming to see me today. Trish, Mom, Dad, Jerry, Debbie, I love you guys, and Dad, I did this for you. Bode Sanda, I thank God, all my instructors, the entire classmates, and my entire family for their support. Sierra Trujillo, thank you to my grandmother and family. We did it. Tranisha Hill, I want to thank my husband and children for being here with me. I also would like to thank the professors. Amanda Kittrell, thank you to God and thank you to my family for encouraging and standing by me. Misty Ciervo, thank you to my directors for believing and pushing me, and my family for loving me through it. Shelly Ann Fanti Morrison. First of all, I want to give God all the praise for getting me through this journey. Next, my family members for encouraging me. And lastly, my amazing teachers and friends. Alfreda Wise. I'd like to thank my family, friends, classmates, and instructors for keeping me straight, especially you, Mom and Dad. Jacqueline Perez, thank you to my dad and brother for being here today. Thank you to my mother that's with me somehow. Miss you, Mom. Shalita Gordon, thank you, my husband, family, for your support, and friends who helped in making it, especially my instructor. Sarai Mora, thank you to my family for all the support, especially my husband. Thank you to my friends for making this journey easier. Elizabeth Aguilera, thank you for all your support. Love you, family and friends. Brenda Marchand. I would like to thank my husband and children for their unwavering support, patience, and encouragement throughout this journey. And thank you to my family and friends for believing in me even when I didn't. We did it. Lorraine Banfill. I would like to thank my family for their support, their love, and I wouldn't be here without them. Brianna Lucero. I want to thank God for this blessing, and I want to give a big thank you to my family, especially my mom, my friends, and loved ones who aren't here. Sean Patrick Myers. Thank you, God Almighty, my parents, Candy, and Scooter's Coffee. Candy Marie Marquez Medrano. First, I want to thank God, my mom, my family and friends for being there, and my boyfriend for all the coffee. And to my dad, I'm almost there. Olivia Gray. Thank you to my mom, John, my son Junior, my entire family, and God. I wouldn't have been able to do this all without their support. You guys made this possible for me. Nisi Gilmore. I want to thank my husband and kids for dealing with my craziness. I love y'all. Alexandria Atoigui. Thank you. Thank you to my husband who carried me throughout this program, and thank you to my parents and brother for always supporting me. Brittany Warfield. I want to express my deepest gratitude to God, my mom, dad, and all my beloved family and friends, and to my incredible Herky Jerkies. I couldn't have done it without y'all. Love you guys. We did it. Alana Cato. I want to thank my support systems. My brother and mom are my rocks, my friends for holding it down, and Herky Jerkies, I love y'all. Dad, we did it. Zion Gamia. I would like to thank my family for encouraging me and motivating me. Go Herky Jerkies. Gulia Jalil. I want to say thank you to instructors, It is my husband, BD also. Birthday. It's my husband's birthday also. So my graduation is my gift for him. Thank you all so much. I love you. Congratulations.
Yeah, start each other. Yeah, start. Yeah, maybe just. Is everybody lit? Come around me. Okay. At this time, I would like to invite any nurses in the audience to rise and recite the Nurses Pledge along with our graduates. Please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, families, and community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and use them wisely. I would now like to present the 2024 Gateway Practical Nursing graduates.
I'm just gonna, look, I got a lot of hairspray in my hair.
Next up, we have Henry Bayless from the RN program.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an incredible 2 years it has been at Gateway Community College in the traditional RN cohort. To have weathered this exciting and daunting adventure with you is something I'll look back on and cherish. As far as classmates are concerned, there's no other comparison. I've genuinely loved sharing this experience with every one of you, and I'm incredibly proud of you all. We have accomplished so much and should be proud of the nurses we've become. I'm sure many of us have moments of doubt where we ponder, will I ever be able to recall all of this information? And I think that's normal, feeling like your head is spinning. However, not knowing the answer, but staying composed while doing the work to find it is an innate skill that every great nurse possesses. The opportunity to develop this skill day in and day out is just around the corner, friends. I can imagine, I feel great excitement when thinking of the future nurse I see myself as, and I can imagine every graduate here today feels the exact same. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our professors. Thank you for your guidance and never-ending patience throughout these past 4 semesters. I know all of you have answered hundreds of emails from students and worked so hard to perfect lectures and simulations. Our success throughout nursing school is a reflection of your dedication and hard work, and it is shining today. Thank you for all your time and effort to enrich and make our experience worthwhile. I feel lucky to be a graduate of the nursing program at Gateway. Lastly, I would like to express my gratitude for my classmates. Our cohort has a special bond that has made the challenges of nursing school easier and the triumphs more exciting. Developing friendships and connections with classmates is a priceless reward of completing a nursing program, and I feel fortunate to have ended up with such a wonderful group of people. I hope we can all take time to enjoy today's accomplishment before starting the next chapter, our new graduate nursing jobs. Congratulations, class of 2024. Here's how far we've come and all that's next. Woo!
We will now present the RN graduates.
right, let's get this party started. Okay. Gabrielle Klingon. Thank you to my husband for being my biggest supporter and the many pep talks, my girls for being my motivation, and my dad for always believing in me. I love and miss you, Mom. Corey Saldano. Corey would like to thank her parents for all the love and support, Michaela for all the cute badge reels and nursing swag, and most of all, the love of her life, Kenneth, for the endless hours of patience while she was being a dramatic little gremlin. Sarah Calderon. A big thank you to my family and friends. I couldn't have done it without the endless love and support. Melissa Janet Cordova Flores. I want to thank my family for making today possible. I couldn't have done it without them. I look forward to beginning my career as a new nurse in the mother-baby unit this summer. Yay! Vanessa Garcia. I'd like to give a special thank you to my parents for their unconditional love and support. I look forward to starting my career in the pediatric ICU this summer. Woohoo! Grace Bramlett. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Colin for the endless love and support, along with my best friend and extended family. I can't wait to begin my nursing career in the NICU this summer. Yay! Henry Bayless. Thank you to my wife, Joanna, for the endless support and love. Thank you to my mom and dad for the endless support and love. I love you all very much. Kayla Clancy. Thank you to my partner, all my parents here today, and my 3 kitties at home. Thank you, Corey and Henry, for the many hours we put in studying. Ooh, Wingersky. Okay, Jay Wingersky. I owe everything to my mom and dad. Praise to the Most High, Wingersky forever. Shelby Stewart. To my family, thank you for supporting me through everything I do. To my mom and Jacob, thank you for being my guiding light, my source of strength, and my greatest inspirations. I love you all so much. Summer Decker. Thank you to my friends and family who supported me through this crazy journey. Most of all, a huge thank you to my boyfriend Marcus and my nursing school bestie Emily. Love you both. Emily Aguilar Mears. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being my pillars of strength throughout nursing school. Thank you, Abel, for your unwavering support, encouragement, and love. Have carried me through the toughest moments. To my first big girl job at the Mayo Clinic this July. Corey Shaben. Thank you to my husband, Robert, my kids, Pierce, Colby, and Heidi, and all of my family and friends. You've supported and encouraged me, celebrated my successes, and reminded me of my potential on my toughest days. I could not have done it without you. Alonzo Artiega. I want to thank my family, friends, and God who have supported me throughout nursing school. Corey Sanderson. I want to thank my best nursing buddy, Anna, and my brother through the tough times of nursing school. Thanks. Bo Hamilton. Thank you, Dad. Katie Lincoln. I want to thank my mom and dad for always supporting and believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Ariana Harris. I would like to thank my family and class cohort for supporting me on this journey into nursing. Okay. Anna Martinez. I want to thank my family and my amazing nursing cohort. Cleo Marie Saberone. To my family and friends, thank you so much for your love, understanding, and support. I love you all, and we did it. Paulina Gomez Dominguez. Thank you to all my teachers for being patient with me. Thank you, family and friends. Above all else, thank the Lord, my God, for opening the doors for me. Jackie Chen. Thank you to my friends and family and all those who supported me along the way. Jessica Benson. Without my family, I wouldn't be standing here today. This journey has been long and hard, but I learned I could do all things through Christ. God is my rock. To my husband and 5 children, you are my driving force and greatest gifts. Nicole Begay. I would like to thank God for blessing me on this wondrous journey with instructors who supported and guided me. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom and my sisters and nephew for being my motivators. Leticia Gonzalez. I want to thank my family for the love and support they have shown me throughout this journey. I love you guys. Uh-oh, difficulties with the pin there. There we go. Veronica Garcia. Thank you to my family for your patience and support. I love you. Remember, step by step and day by day, we can all, step by step and day by day, we can and will accomplish our goals. Sí se puede. Stephanie Etkin. Thank you to my family and friends, especially my mom and dad, for all the support and encouragement through nursing school. Wish you were here, Grandpa, to celebrate. Love you all. Selena Kevido. I am immensely grateful to my children and husband for standing by me with their unwavering support throughout this journey. Watch your hairs.
At this time, I would like to invite any nurses in the audience to rise and recite the pledge along with our graduates. All right. Please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself
I solemnly pledge myself
before God and in the presence of this assembly
before God and in the presence of this assembly
to faithfully practice my profession of nursing.
to faithfully practice my profession of nursing.
I will do all in my power
I will do all in my power
to make and maintain
to make and maintain
the highest standards and practices
the highest standards and practices
of my profession.
of my profession.
I will devote myself
I will devote myself
to the welfare of my patients, families, and community.
to the welfare of my patients, families, and community.
I will constantly endeavor to increase
I will constantly endeavor to increase
my knowledge and skills in nursing
my knowledge and skills in nursing
and to use them wisely.
and to use them wisely.
I would now like to present the 2024 Gateway Associate of Applied Science in Nursing graduate. Congratulations. Go up.
You guys did it. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to blow out your lamps. If anybody wants their card back.
If I could have all of the graduates stand. And one final applause and congratulations for our Spring 2024 graduates. Graduates, the world awaits your talents, your passion, and your individual contributions. Seize the opportunities that are presented to you and go forth and make a positive impact on the world of healthcare. If I can ask the guests to please remain in the auditorium as all graduates process out. Thank you.
Celebration.
Good afternoon. I am Jerry Lastine, and I have the honor of serving as the Director of the Nursing Division at Gateway Community College. On behalf of the nursing faculty, staff, and administration, welcome to the pinning ceremony for our Spring 2024 graduates. Today is a day of celebration, a tribute to our graduates and their many accomplishments. This ceremony is more than just a tradition. It symbolizes a culmination of years of effort, sacrifice, countless hours of studying, and unwavering determination. Graduates, would you agree that today it's also important to acknowledge the support and the sacrifice that your friends and family have provided? Yes. So let's take a moment to do that. Give them applause as well. Without your support, nursing school would be difficult, if not impossible. So we thank you for supporting these fine graduates through their nursing school journey. The graduates here today have completed coursework requirements for the Associate of Applied Science degree in nursing. We are honored to have graduates who are veterans, bilingual nurse fellowship students, concurrent enrollment program students, or CEP, and honor students, all of which are designated in your program. We congratulate each of our stellar individuals as they move through onto their next journey and enter the profession of nursing. For those of you who aren't in the CEP, we hope to see you back in our RN to BSN program starting next semester. At today's pinning ceremony, it is an honor for the faculty to welcome new nurses into the profession that we all love. Today, as you are pinned, we honor not only your academic accomplishments, but also your commitment to the profession of nursing. It is a celebration of a new beginning and a transition from the role of a student to a professional nurse. You have endured many sleepless nights, had many great days, probably conquered some self-doubt, and broke through obstacles and barriers to be here today to achieve this goal. Whether you choose to be a nurse at the bedside, in the community, in an office, in a boardroom, or in a classroom at Gateway Community College, continuously advocate for your clients, quality of care, and the profession of nursing. Maintain the professional standards that the nursing program has demanded of you. As you walk across the stage today, take your time, take a deep breath, and be in the moment. Remember the lessons you have learned, the friendships you have forged, and the mentors that have guided you along the way. Lift your chin high, stand tall, be proud, be confident, and respect the profound responsibility that comes with being a nurse. Allow compassion, integrity, dedication, and a commitment to lifelong learning guide your way. In all occasions, never ever lose sight of the impact you will have on the lives of others and the community that you serve. Let me conclude with a heartfelt congratulations to each one of you. We are all here today to celebrate you and your many achievements, your potential, and the bright professional future that lies ahead of you. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce the Gateway administration and the nursing faculty who have joined us here to celebrate with you. Starting with Dr. Tom Neville, the Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Laura Timmons, the Dean of Nursing and Healthcare. We would also like to thank our staff, particularly Erin Donnelly, who is our administrative assistant, who today would not be possible without her. We also have CEP University partners from Ottawa University, NAU, and GCU. And finally, we thank Phoenix College for allowing us to hold our pinning here. Now, a moment to thank the faculty that have been working with the students throughout their time at Gateway, starting with Ellen Cummings, the Assistant Director of Nursing. Suzanne Alexander, the PN Program Director. Kristen Woods, the Director of the Nurse Assisting. Elizabeth Escobar, Simulation Coordinator. And Carolyn Sheridan, Simulation Coordinator. Joining us for faculty as well, we have Hillary Daly, Renee Fox, Ashley Garneau, Megan Yankee, Tiffany Knudsen, Julia Leaf, Sharon McKee, Manny Moneda, Linda Ornelas, Dana Pionk, Janet Sanchez, Jennifer Sheneman, Ashley Ventura, and Jennifer Watson. Our guest speaker for this afternoon is a member of our faculty who has been at Gateway for several years. She has great expertise in many areas of nursing and has primarily taught in the RN program. Her dedication to students is apparent, and her commitment to the nursing profession and Gateway has been nothing short of amazing. We are celebrating her retirement, and although we are sad to see her go, we are happy to know that she has many wonderful things planned for her retirement life. Please help me welcome our featured speaker, Dr. Sharon McKee.
Well, hey, you guys thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Those here in front. Well, welcome to the first day of your Forever Learning. As you all know, I have been nursing for quite a few years. June of this year, I would have been nursing for 51 years. I started, thank you. I started out as an LPN when I was a bright young age of 17. Now, my students in front kind of know what happened to me when I was 17, so I'm gonna see if they remember. Anybody still remember? Okay. Anyway, back in the day when we were nurses in 1970-something, all patients received bed baths. Everybody. Everybody had a bed bath. So I just happened to be giving a bed bath to this one man, and he stood up, used the restroom, lay back down, and I proceeded to give him a back rub. And I gave him a back rub, and I kept giving him a back rub, because I was going to make it the best back rub he ever had. What happened to that man? He died. So needless to say, Mr. McKee doesn't get back rubs from me. But I tell that story to my students each semester because I want them to understand that taking care of a patient is not like, they're not widgets. They're not a machine. You have to use your senses. I should have been able to see that he wasn't breathing. I should have been able to feel that he wasn't breathing, but I was so focused on getting a task done, I forgot that that was a human in the bed. So I want my students to take away that you guys are going to be awesome nurses, every last one of you. I know you will, because you came from Gateway. You know, let's face it. Gateway has some of the brightest instructors, residential, adjuncts instructors, simulation instructors, and we gave you our best. Yes, I am retiring. It's bittersweet because this is the very stage that I got my RN. I walked up the middle stairs, and I got my RN, my graduate nurse. So I understand what you guys are going through right now, and it is a very, very bittersweet. I will miss my peers, although I will be back after January because Jerry Lastine said I can. So I'm coming back as an adjunct, so you will get to see me. But with all that being said, I didn't have my speech written out because, as most people know, I don't do very good with paper and pencil and writing speeches. I just tell you what's in my heart. And my heart right now is that I'm going to really miss my students because all of you seem like I know you're not my children. I didn't have all you guys, but it's wonderful to see how well you've grown and how well you've advanced. So what I decided to do is I'm going to read your poem. It's a Langston Hughes poem, and it says, Mother to Son. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been a crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I've been climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark, where there ain't been no light, so boy, don't you turn your back. Don't you sit down on the steps, because you finds it harder, kind of harder. Don't allow you to fall now, for I still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stairs. What I took from this poem was that life as a nurse is going to be difficult. We're going to miss parties, celebrations, we're going to miss births, we're going to miss weddings, but we're going to have to take the time out and just to look back and reflect on what we've accomplished as taking care of people. I was going to retire. My friend over there told me not to say anything, but I'm going to say it anyway. I was going to retire, but I have a young person here that I have so much confidence in that she's going to be a wonderful nurse. I decided to stay on until she gets her master's degree. And then hopefully she will, and she will, everybody knows who she is. But I stayed on for her, and I just have to say congratulations to everyone, and take care of your people. I do have a student here. I have to take care of your man. Make sure you feed him. Make sure you take care of your family members and take care of yourself. And God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McKee. Next, we will have two graduates come up, and that is Casey Anderson and Heather Borish.
Oh, I guess I'm talking. Before we came up on stage, Miriam's baby had a diaper blowout, and I feel like maybe there's going to be a diaper blowout on stage right now. Anyway, I just want to say, Geck, yeah, we did it. Yeah, and I want to quote one of the greatest nurses to ever do it by saying, there's a question in the universe. You know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it's a select all that apply. Thought you were done, didn't ya? About what kind of nurses we're gonna be. If we're going to be those nurses that we unfortunately ran into and talked about at clinical that made it clear in no uncertain terms that they did not want us there. They did not want to talk to their patients, or if we're going to be what Dr. McKee knows we're going to be. And I don't really have the answer on how to stay how we are right now and how we remember this time, and we think on all the sacrifices that our loved ones had to make to get us here too. But there's no doubt in my mind, having talked to all of you, that you are absolutely going to be the best nurses that I've seen. And I love you all, and I'm so excited to do this journey with you. Heck yeah.
Okay, that's a hard one to follow. I had to write mine down on note cards because otherwise I would not remember this. Tuesday, August 2nd of 2022, 40 strangers with a common goal arrived at orientation, excited but nervous to embark on nursing school. We have navigated the highs and lows, supporting one another through challenges, triumphs, and tears. We have learned lessons of empathy and resilience and have walked away from every patient interaction with more knowledge and confidence than the prior. There's one word that jumps out to me when I think about our evening cohort, and that's perseverance. Perseverance is defined as the quality of being someone who continues to make an effort to achieve their aims, even when this is difficult or takes a long time. My classmates experienced pregnancies, the loss of loved ones, full-time jobs, surgeries, and family commitments. Today, we pin 22 of our original classmates and 11 others who joined us along this journey, no longer strangers but friends. To our families and friends, we wouldn't be here today without your support. Thank you for understanding our late nights, all-day binge studying, 12 turn 14-hour clinical days, missed family outings, and weekend classes. Thank you for allowing us to repetitively practice all our newly learned skills on you. Lastly, thank you for believing in us, standing behind us, being a shoulder to cry on, and an ear to listen, even if you don't know what we're saying half the time. To our instructors, you held us to a high standard and instilled in us professionalism, laying the foundation for our nursing careers. You taught us the importance and application of critical thinking, allowing us the capability to provide exceptional care to our patients. You molded us into compassionate nurses with the ability to empathize. Each and every one of you have left an immeasurable mark that we will forever remember. To my classmates, as we transition from student to registered nurse, I urge you to always remember why you became a nurse and the journey you took to get here. Maintain your character when no one is watching. Listen to what is unspoken. Give grace when it is not deserved. Be kind to everyone, for we don't know their battles, and advocate for your patients even in the face of opposition. Remember to lift up and praise your fellow nurses and chip in when your neighbors are struggling. I leave you with this last quote by Maya Angelou. As a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the mind, soul, heart, and body of our patients. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Thank you to our student speakers. Now a little insight into what the students have been doing when they haven't been at home. This time, we're going to invite the faculty up who are going to introduce and pin the nursing students.
All right, let's get this party started. Jessica Cameron. I would like to thank my family, friends, dogs, and most importantly, YouTube for getting me through this. Sydney Aragon. Thank you, Sarah, Mike, and Kathy, and to my family for their support. Casey Anderson. Couldn't have done it without Bubbies and Steph and Mel and Crosby. Margarita, like the drink, Garcia. Thank you to my mom and all the friends and family that have supported me throughout this. What a wild couple of years. Miriam Burla. I want to first thank God for all of his help throughout this journey. My husband, Jonathan, and my daughter, Ellie, who I found out I was pregnant with in Block 1 and had her in Block 3, and is now here as my #1 fan today. Ashlyn Kimball. Thank you to my dad, mom, and husband for supporting me through school, and my brother Michael for being my guardian angel throughout all of this. Abish Carrillo. To my family, who provided unconditional encouragement and support in my midlife crisis, career change. To my rock, thank you. You brought life to a dream I thought was dead. Stephanie Ortega. Dad, I am grateful for every sacrifice you made so I could have every opportunity you never did. I love you so much. Vanessa Valladolid. Thank you to my friends and family and all my classmates who took this journey with me. Courtney Conan. Thank you to my family who have been my rock through this entire journey. I love you all, and shout out to all the patients who let me try my skills on them. You're the real MVPs. Lesia Brown. I'd like to thank my family and friends for being my constant in the midst of the madness. I wouldn't be here today without the love and support you guys pour into me. Samantha Scott Hare. Thank you to God for guiding me during this journey. As well, thank you to my family for their unwavering support, especially mom and dad. Jasenia Soto. I am immensely grateful to my husband, family, and friends for their unwavering support, encouragement, and love throughout my journey. Their belief in me has been the cornerstone of my success, and I cherish every moment shared with them as I begin on this new chapter in my life. Bryn Ellis. Thank you to my friends and family. Every one of you have played a vital part in my success, and she loves you. Emily Cordova. Let me dedicate my life today to the care of those that come my way. Touch each one with a healing hand and gentle art for which I stand. At the end of the day, let me be in peace if I've helped one, for today I start my journey as a nurse. Elizabeth Caldwell. We survived nursing school, where our answers may have been correct, but was it the most correct? We can finally say, it's fine, we're fine, everything's fine, and mean it. Robert Ireland. I would just like to thank God and my family for all their love and support. Caroline Rivera Ramirez. Baby sister, I wish you were here today, even for just a little while. This accomplishment and the ones to come are dedicated to you. To my parents, your sacrifice have not gone unnoticed. I am eternally grateful for everything you have done for me. I am not bilingual. Leslie Ruiz Burguera. Gracias a mis padres en familia por sus sacrificios y apoyo. Tengo esta oportunidad. Los amo mucho. To my best friend, your support means more than words can express. I am forever grateful for you. I love you endlessly. Adriana Acuna. Thank you to my parents and family for constantly supporting me and cheering me on. I couldn't have done it without you. Is there multiple? Okay. Maritza. Thank you to my classmates, instructors, and soccer family for listening to me vent on my low days. My family, husband, and daughters for being patient and supportive the entire ride. To my lifelong cheerleader who believed in me no matter what idea comes to mind, my sister. I love my village. Thank you. Yvette Vega Espinoles. I would like to thank my family who supported me through this journey and believed in me. Mommy did it. Los amo. Samantha Navarez Garcia. Thank you to my mom for the constant support and not allowing me to give up. Here's to making many more dreams come true. Tracy Webb. I would like to thank my mom and family and friends for their support throughout nursing school journey. Spencer Herring. Spencer would like to thank his wife and kids for all their support, his Heavenly Father and Christ, along with his parents and in-laws, and the rest of his family and friends. He would also like to thank Nighthawk for sitting by him since Block 1. You're Nighthawk. Yeah. Elijah Mills. Thank you to my wife, Cambry, for always being by my side. Thank you to my family for all of the support I received. Thank you to Dragon for flying beside me throughout nursing school. Amanda Ventimiglia. To my family and friends, thank you for your support, encouragement, and love. Maria Musa. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to graduate. I am forever thankful for your grace and guidance. To my mother and 3 daughters, your unwavering support was my rock during challenges. We did it. Congratulations to my classmates. Mayra Buenuelos. Thank you to my family who encouraged and supported me. Victoria Vidal. A big, huge thank you to my family and friends and professors. Congratulations, everyone. We made it. Crystal Kirkender. Thank you to my family, friends, and fellow nursing students for all your support, words of encouragement, and for always believing in me during this challenging journey. And thank you to our professors for teaching us how to be safe and competent nurses. Dawn Boyd. God has a plan. Trust it, live it, and enjoy it. And thank you, Mom. I love you. Heather Borish. Thank you to my husband, Don, and family for the incredible support. I would not have been able to achieve all that I have without you. Stephen Langley, AKA Steez. That was impressive. This moment would not have been possible without the support of my family, teachers, and current cohort. Malachi, Daddy did it. Also, thank you, Nancy Reed. You shall be missed. Shane Thompson. No spinning on the ground, Shane, huh? I would like to thank my wonderful wife, Tori, for being the best partner and support through this whole program. You believed in me even when I did not believe in myself. Logan Swick. I would like to thank my wife, Aspen, for everything she has done for me these past 2 years. I could not have done it without her. Sabrina Jetko. Thank you to my support system, Mom, Rudy, friends, family, and like Snoop Dogg once said, last but not least, I want to thank me. Yolanda Meza. Thank you to my family for believing in me. To Bubba and Eli, this one is for you. Lily Windeltz. Thank you to my family for always supporting me. Special shout out to my husband and daughter for giving me purpose. Sydney Lyons. I want to thank my family for sticking with me through this and being my motivation. Amy Wax. Thank you to my husband, Leon, my 3 children, and Grammy for your endless support and encouragement. Rafiatu Amadu. All thanks and praise be to God for everything he has done for me. To my beautiful family, thank you for your support, prayers, and patience. To all the nursing instructors, thank you. And all my colleagues, stay blessed. Antoinette Richards. To my family and friends, thanks for the support and encouragement. My amazing daughter, Zoe, thanks for being my #1 cheerleader throughout this process and always believing in me. Crystal Hernandez. I'd like to say thank you to my lovely parents, Olivia and Pete, my family, and to the love of my life, Izzy. Sarah Elizabeth Thornhill. Thank you to each one of my professors. Thank you to all my family for their support and being here today. Lastly, I'd like to thank myself for doing all the hard work. Michael Raymer. I'd like to thank my mother who inspired me every day, and without her guidance, I wouldn't be here. P.S. Happy birthday, Crystal. Matthew Mossberg. Love you, Mom, Dad, Victoria, and those watching from home. Leilani Ely Reynolds. I want to thank my incredible family for cheering me on and supporting me every step of school. To my amazing husband, DJ, and kids, Talise, Miles, Calvin, and Mara, thank you for encouraging me to chase my dream. She loves you. Kelly Payne. Thank you to my fiance and family for the support. And I love you guys, but I will not be doing this again. Nicole Rowlett Mills. God didn't say the weapons wouldn't form. He said they wouldn't prosper. Thanks to my family for the support. I love you big. Jessica Sanson. I want to say thank you to my husband and kids for their support these past 2 years and letting me finish a dream I started 29 years ago. Ashley Alessandro. I want to express my gratitude to the Creator, my babies, my grandparents, and my NAC family for always carrying me in prayer. Martha Meza. Thank you, family and instructors, for being here and helping me get here today. Alma Chavez. I want to thank my family and friends for being there for me. Kevin Kellogg. To my wife, Amanda, you made this possible for me. I love you so much and appreciate your patience through this crazy time of our lives. Alexandria Walsh. Thank you to my husband and kids for enduring these last few months. Also to all my family and friends who supported me on my journey. We did it. Karen Vasquez. I want to thank my parents and my husband for all the sacrifices they made so I could be here today. We did it.
At this time, I would like to ask any nurses in the audience to please rise and recite the Nurses Pledge with our graduates. Please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, families, and community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and use them wisely. I would like to present the 2024 Gateway Associate of Applied Science and Nursing graduates. Congratulations.